Welcome back. This is Hunting Grounds number 20. There have been 20 episodes of the Hunting Grounds. I just want to thank everyone that still watches these and anyone that has watched from the very beginning, really. I didn't really feel like doing anything special for number 20. But I'm just going to say, if you're interested in watching me do maybe some PvP, maybe some silly PvE stuff, try to catch me on YouTube. I'm going to be streaming on YouTube for now. Kind of doesn't make sense to stream on Twitch when anyone that watches my videos are right here on YouTube. So anyway, thank you for watching. Again, I really appreciate those of you that are still sticking around and watching Bloodborne PvP in 2019. I'm getting stuck. I thought I was going to be dead, but the blunderbuss, I cannot stop recommending you, and pretty much not just you who's watching, but everyone really. Please have a blunderbuss with you at all times if you're going to invade. It is just a fantastic thing to hit more than one person with. And again, that stagger, it saves lives, really, it does. This invasion, actually, I cut it short because we were fighting for a while. They took me for a wild ride. We were up and down the entire stage. They were being pretty conservative with their attacks. They weren't just charging in and mashing. Overall, very fun. So this character, I had already made a character like this. This is a church pick user. The church pick is incredibly fun. If you noticed right at the intro, I showed you what gems I had. They are thrust attack up gems that I got from the false depth chalice dungeons, the hacked chalice dungeons. They're pretty rare, but I took the time to farm them because, I don't know, it seemed appropriate, especially since the transformed version of the church pick counts as thrust attack only. So anything that isn't a thrust attack is not going to be doing a lot of damage. So my very first one-handed R1 is going to do very good damage, but the follow-up slash is not going to do nearly as much. Actually, you see that the running attack is doing 111. Not that great, but I just wanted to do something different, right? So that's what I'm going to be rocking in this video. I also had a saw spear, but that was as a backup. Not really going to be using it in this video. You've seen enough cleavers by now, I think. You see that knockdown? I don't know. To this day, man, to this day, I still see stuff in Bloodborne that is just new to me. Weird, glitchy stuff that happens sometimes. I don't know. It's just a fun thing. But anyway, controlling two people when you're invading, that is a very important thing to do. Keep them on your sight. Like, don't let any of them surround you. Don't have one in front and the other behind. Don't let them pincer you like that. So right here, they're getting R1 mashy, so I kind of try to R1 mash back, and it kills one of them. The co-opper, luckily. A little bit of an edgy walk, sort of to feel cool. Play the character, just play it up. Be a hunter, be an edgy hunter. Have fun, that's really the most important thing. But yeah, keeping people, on your line of sight is very important. Not only in Bloodborne, but in these Souls games as well. The Church Pick L2 is actually a quick strike, incredibly good for getting people off of you, or chasing down people, as you can see. It's only doing 113 to this guy. So that's because I do not have normal gems on it, and for some reason the L2, I think, doesn't count as a thrust attack. I don't know. I don't even know how he landed it at the end there. I don't know. It was a wonky, weird, online hitbox detection thing. I don't know. But yeah, this is just a simple build that I decided to do once again because I had deleted the previous character because I have like a billion characters at this point. I was invading at Hemwick because why not? This is a lower level character, so you can find invasions even here. You could even find invasions in Yharnam, honestly. Though in Yharnam, I don't recommend it because most people are just going to run up to Amelia to fight her. So you're not going to be really fighting too much. So that is another thing to keep in mind, that if you do want to involve yourself in the PvP for this game, keep in mind what levels you want to invade at. I think that a good build, all-rounder, just to kind of invade almost anywhere, would be about level 55-ish, maybe 60. Because you can invade upwards, so you can invade much higher levels than you, but not too much downwards. For obvious reasons, of course. As a level 60, you don't want to invade a level 20. I mean, that's just... no, why? At that point, you may as well just bully the PvE from the start of the game, you know? But yeah, keep in mind exactly where it is that you want to fight, maybe, you know, how big of a range. He parried me because I was being an idiot. He got it, alright. But the thing is, whenever you get parried like that, that's when you're going to find out if the person that you're fighting against actually has a skill build. Because you're either going to die or you're almost going to die. So it's always kind of a surprise to see how much damage is going to be dealt when you get parried like that. Getting parried in this game is not necessarily the end of the world, especially if you're doing lower level invasions. But of course, people that refuse to level up their vitality, and if you have a skill build and you have the claw mark runes, at that point you're gonna one-shot a lot of people. I don't recommend it just because that's not really... it's not all too fun to just one-shot people. At that point, you may as well just go to the meta level and go to duels if you want to like one or two shot people. But for invading, keep in mind you do need to deal some damage to keep them honest and away from you. See here, look, I've invaded for so long that I said to myself, I bet you any amount of money that the guys that I'm looking for are all the way up there waiting for me. And look at that. Whoop! Oh, is that spooky hunter up there? Yeah, I see ya. So I knew that they were in there, see, because I've invaded for so long in this game that you just develop that instinct, you know? It's like, you know, the enemies are not dead, they haven't gone through this way, the elevator is unlocked, so of course they are up there. The question was whether or not they were waiting for me, and lo and behold, they were. So instead of going up the elevator and drinking a poise juice, lead elixir, and just kind of avoiding whatever shenanigans they had planned for me, I decided to go all the way around, drink some blue juice. It numbs your brain, it's pretty good. My brain is already numb enough as it is, so... unfortunately, I couldn't get any sneaky attacks here, only just normal attacks. The host almost dies. You see that good counter hit damage from the thrust attacks. Really good stuff. I got blood drunk here. I kind of wanted to kill him because, I don't know. I get blood drunk and I get like a little bit oonga boonga with my attacking. Don't do that. Don't be like me. Don't be greedy. But he is using the Beast Hunter save. Now that weapon is insane. So people that are using that, you can parry them for free because you know for a fact that they are going to R1 mash even more than when they have a normal cleaver because the Beast Hunter save is somehow even faster, has even more range with that initial dash R1. It's just crazy. So this guy drank some poise juice, some Havel juice. So kind of avoiding that. But in general, what I want to kind of touch upon lightly is the way that you have to keep both of the enemies really in your line of sight because you cannot have them surrounding you. That's how you get killed instantly. That's how you get in a really bad situation. And it's something that you kind of develop the more you play the game. Not necessarily the PvP because you have to do the exact same if you're just playing the regular game, you know, just fighting the enemies. You don't want enemies in the PvE to surround you either. So the PvE and the PvP in all of these games, they have a lot more in common than what anyone is willing to admit. I believe that if you're good at PvE, you're naturally gonna be, you know, at least decent at the PvP, in the sense that you're not just gonna show up and get killed, because you're gonna be used to dodging, you're gonna be used to knowing what the weapon attacks are, the animations, how to dodge them and all that. You have a sense of protecting yourself because the PvE made you develop that sense. So one more invasion here at the Forbidden Woods, another good place to invade at in lower levels. I'd say that even at level 60-ish, you can still find people. I am relentlessly hunting down this poor co-opper Over-leveled co-opper, mind you, but I don't care about the host, see? When the host isn't dealing enough damage, you can safely ignore him. It's fine. But however, take care of his buddies first. There it is. So enjoy the rest of this fight. Again, thank you to all of you that are still watching these. I am going to keep making them. So once again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.